everyone. Happy new week. It's been a chaotic start to the new week, isn't it? The first week of April. April Fools. We've had a Reed Blankenship contract extension. Hassan Reddick got traded on Friday night. The one night I'm not here for a stream. The one day I decided to take off to celebrate my birthday that's next week, but this was the only week anyone was free, yada, yada. But the one time I decided to step away for a little minute, everything then goes tits up. So we've got some stuff to get through today. On top of looking at a few more draft prospects and looking at some tape, grading players, all of that good stuff on the horizon. But yeah, it has been a chaotic few days again in the world of the Philadelphia Eagles, starting with that trade of Hassan Reddick and people now not really knowing, is Bryce Huff the guy? Is Josh Sweat going to lead the charge? Do they add someone in the draft? Like, where do we look at edge rushers in the draft? Are we looking at guys like Chop Robinson? Are we looking at guys like Laitu Latu? Like, where does Howie really place the value on this position? So there is a lot to get through from that regard. Timo says Eagles are drafting a QB round 1. Time to start scouting Bo Nix. I hope not. I mean, that is the one thing I might actually leap off a bridge for at tremendous speeds of sound. But for me, the Reddick trade, the writing was on the wall as soon as they'd signed Bryce Huff. And I know they couldn't really wait around to sign Huff because he would have been poached up by somewhere else and probably even would have got some more money. They had to do the right thing. Like, make no mistake about it. They had to cash in while they could if they couldn't afford to pay him. The draft pick being a 2026 selection, 3rd round, conditional 2nd. It's not the end of the world considering what the Jets are taking on. But the trade value diminished a lot as soon as they signed Bryce Huff. As soon as you bring in an edge rusher that's like younger, better, faster, stronger, essentially, that had a 10-sack season, it's only ever going to end a certain way. Like, you can't shop a player for 2 months, then go sign a guy that's going to be his replacement, then go back to those teams. Oh, you still want Reddick, do you? Same price, 1st rounder? Like, it's just not happening. The value isn't there. So the trade itself isn't that bad, but it does raise a few questions. I think the first being, what does the future of this position look like? Because as of right now, I personally, as I've said on this stream before, view Bryce Huff as a rotational guy. His best season, his breakout, 2023, obviously he's only had 2 in the league, but his best season near enough mirrored Brandon Graham in 2022. That breakout, the comeback player season of the year, like the one that everyone thought he should win that award, happened when he played around 40% of snaps. So a lot of people are like, well, he should be starting because they've signed him. He's 25 and he's young and he's quick and explosive, but he's done his most damage in that limited role. I can't see him coming in. I might be wrong. He might well be the guy out of the gate, and it could be BG in the rotational role and Sweat working in behind. And they could start a tandem of Nolan Smith and Bryce Huff. The issue you've got is Nolan Smith hasn't really proven anything yet, and Bryce Huff hasn't really proven anything yet, and that is no discredit to him. But when you look at the tape and you look at how things panned out in that season, it's just not like, we reviewed the tape here, didn't we? We reviewed the tape here and said that a lot of the sacks were, on a plate somewhat. Comes in on 3rd down, bit of an impact, rushes past someone that's knackered, ends up because the quarterback runs into him. Like, there's stuff where, like, you could write off a couple of them, and that's not to devalue his play. It's just like, he's 25. He's had 1 breakout season in a rotational role. Is he worth the money? Not yet. He will be probably in like 3 years' time, and that's the investment. That's what they're banking on, that return being, that he becomes a player of a similar stature to Hassan Reddick. But you can't look at that objectively and go, yeah, he's good enough to play in a lead role for this Eagles team and replace a guy that has had back-to-back 10-sack seasons, has barely missed a beat since he first got into the NFL, and is on the back of 2 Pro Bowls. Like, it doesn't work like that. So I think the Eagles need to probably roll out Josh Sweat and Nolan Smith to start and have a second line of BG along with Bryce Huff. Like, have BG mentor him a bit, bring him along, get him the extra, the reps, the mentorship, the tutoring, however you want to word it, and then build. And then when BG hangs them up, when Sweat is then maybe firmly in that rotational role, when Smith takes another step forward, that's when you give him that exposure. That's when you give him you take him off the reins, you take him off the leash, and you let him run riot. But until then, I think he's still got a lot to prove. He's a generationally gifted pass rusher, and we've only seen it in flashes because all he was given was flashes. We don't know what the mundane 60% snap games look like because they just haven't been there. So replacing Reddick, it's a big gamble. If you're just going to roll out this group now, Smith hasn't proved anything. Huff, you can debate. Okay? If they roll out with that front or that, band of brothers at defensive end as it is in what is now a 3-4, none of them are good cover linebackers, really. None of them are outside backers that are good sideline to sideline guys that are comfortable dropping back in coverage and able to track tight ends and able to flip their hips and run with ball carriers. Like, they're just not those guys. So to me, you are looking for outside linebackers in the draft. You've got your pass rushers. You believe in Bryce Huff? Fine. You believe in Josh Sweat? Great. You believe in BG to sustain his, depth play? Brilliant. And you're banking all in on Nolan Smith is all we've heard all offseason. That's fine, but none of them are competent in dropping back, and you don't have a single linebacker really that is yet. So it's not so much replacing the pass rushing production of Reddick, because I think as a committee they'll make up for that, and that's sort of the banking mentality. For me, they've got to support the move and get some outside linebacker help. So it may be Weathers going back to some linebacker tape, looking at a few players and stuff like that. But it's a very interesting move, especially to the Jets. Like, I don't know. I mean, Timor makes a good point. The Jets not paying Huff to get an older edge. I mean, the difference is, though, obviously, like, A, whether when they pay Reddick, how much he's going to be. But B, he's a starter. Like, he's going to play 60, 70% of snaps. Like, he just is. Like, Huff isn't there. As good as he was, that might be why the Jets let him walk. Because the price is high for young edge rushers. Like, it's only going up. Every year you see a new edge rusher that no one's heard of get like $35, $40 million on average minimum over a 2-3 year deal. Like, it's just endless because they're so hard to come by. And it puts such a strain on, sorry, I'm trying to get comfy. Such a strain on the older guys on the line. So I get why they let him walk. But for the Jets, I think the Jets probably won the decision because you lose a guy. You don't know if he can repeat that. You do with Hassan Reddick. Like, what's the bigger shock, really? Bryce Huff putting up a 3-sack season or Hassan Reddick putting up a 3-sack season? Like, and if you can get... I know they're paying Reddick a bit more. They're obviously a bit more bullish on that intermediate future. Probably a bit more of the value side of it compared to what we're going to see expected out of Bryce Huff. So, yeah, weird one for sure. I mean, I would love to know your comments, guys. If you are watching on Twitter, make sure you head over to the YouTube channel. Leave a like, say hello. Don't know why my thumb's bent so weirdly backwards. So that is weird, isn't it? Yeah, let us know. Come have a shout if you could leave a like. Tremendous. We'll get into some tape in just a little bit. Oren Burks, outside linebacker in division, has been seen. Behave yourself. Look, Zach Bowen or bust for me. I think he's great. I think he's going to be a real asset, but they definitely need help there. Talking of which, shout out to Greg as well. Really quickly, he says the trade makes it obvious that the Eagles are keeping both AJ and Smitty. Probably. I mean, they've got till May the 2nd, haven't they, to decide whether they want that 5th-year option picked up. From what I understand, it's like 15.2 million, I think. Have I said that already? I don't know. I'm losing them all to live. I think it's 15 million roughly for the 5th-year option. So they can do it. Like, it's viable. They can do it. It seems obvious that they will, at least for 2 more years. And after that, do they work out a contract extension? Depends how Smitty feels about it. I think like Devontae's probably got to examine the situation. If I'm him, I'm like, look, I love Philadelphia. Jalen's here. I'm friends with AJ. The vibes are good. We've been to a Super Bowl. Can they afford to give me top receiver money? And I am still a B to AJ Brown. Can I be the A on a team like the Raiders? Can I be an A on a team like the Jaguars? Can I be an A on a team if they do revamp their receiving group like the Browns? You can look at other, like the Titans, Treylon Burks, brilliant. Yeah, that's gone well. Do you see what I'm saying? So, like, I don't, it's going to be weird. Smitty knows his worth, I think. And he's very coordinated and he's very sure in his ways. And if he balls out this season, the price only goes up. If the Eagles want him, they need to iron something in now. And that you don't want to let it get to that option year. Because realistically, if you're Howie Roseman, you can get him in for like, I don't know, like probably like $10, $11 million up front for that first year. and then have it spiral in the same way they did with AJ Brown when he was obviously traded by the Titans. But even in that regard, you look at what the Titans got for AJ. Is it worth even the picks they got? Like, all they were able to do was end up bringing in Traylon Burks, who's done jack all yet. So it's a weird one. It really is interesting. Like, there are no other options at the minute at receiver for the Eagles. They've got to be smart and, I think, controlled and methodic with how they broach this situation. I hope they keep him. I'm a big Smitty fan. To me, he's the cleanest route runner in the NFL. I don't think anyone is even remotely close to his level with regards to just the nuance and the way he treats the position and how versatile he can be. And I don't mean in terms of moving across the line of scrimmage. I mean in terms of the way he runs his routes, the types of routes he can run. He's not a Z who can only go forward. He's not an X who can only do comebacks. He will do everything. He can do every route, and he can create separation from the line. He can create separation in the stem. He creates separation at the catch point. He shields the ball like he's 6'5", and he runs the ball like he's 5'6". He's a unicorn receiver. Like, there's no other way to describe him. So you want to keep him around. It just becomes a case of whether you can facilitate both players long term, and the price of doing so, and what that entails for this Eagles team. So we shall see. We shall see. Back on the Hassan Reddick thread, Jets aren't a Reddick away from being a competitive team, and the Eagles will be better in the long term. I agree. I do agree with that. I mean, the Jets are... The defense has always been the cornerstone of the Jets. So I'm not surprised they've made an overly aggressive move to bring in someone that is a proven commodity there. They've done it before. They'll do it again. Like, that is just their bread and butter of building. It's a shame the offense is usually a mess that goes with it. I mean, that might change this year. You never know. But we'll see. I mean, will that send them over the edge? Probably not. But the Eagles, at the same time, do get a defensive end who, in the long run, will hopefully develop to that level. If not, it is what it is. But they've made their decision, which is like secure the future for longer. And, would you rather give Hassan Reddick that same contract, knowing that by the time he's up, he's 30, 31, 32. He's going to end up in a situation where he could be regressing. He could be, putting up 6-7 sack years. And it's great that he's got a motor and still wants to play, but at what cost is that going to be the play for the Jets? Like, if they get him to a 4-year contract extension, are they going to handcuff themselves to an aging defensive end who no one wants to trade for? They can't get out of contract. They've also done that before. So, yeah, the Eagles probably have one in the long term, but it is just a very interesting trade for both sides for sure. When Howie likes a player, he will make moves to keep him. Slade, Kelsey, Lane, and Cox. Howie's given them the money the same way. Speaking of receivers, might be time to get to the draft. Absolutely agree. We can look at our spreadsheet and sorry, I keep itching my ear. Like, it feels like, I don't know, I might have an ear infection or something coming. So that's tremendous. Yeah, every time I talk, it's just like, I swear I'm getting ill. It's not fun, but we move. It's fine. So can you see this? Hopefully you can see it. I shouldn't put my finger in. You get taught that as a kid, don't you? Don't put your finger in your ear. Receivers, we've only done 2. Ricky Pearsall so far and Aniyah Smith. Both of them graded out exactly the same. So we do need to find another receiver in this draft class that the Eagles can be potentially targeting. Linebacker is interesting now. A lot more interesting after the Hassan Reddick trade because they do need that cover linebacker. My heart is still with that man there, Trevin Wallace. Junior Colson, maybe. Jordan McGee, absolutely not. Tyron Hopper's a good shout. Like, we can get some more linebackers as well. And I'm sorry I didn't stream much at all over the weekend. Didn't anticipate being as run down as I hurt my neck really bad, and it's okay now. But now I'm finding I can barely talk because my ear feels really strange. So I'm falling apart. Don't get old, kids. I'm only 29 and already debating. I need like Lemsip or something. I don't know, man. It's not gone well. But let's get to some tape. What receivers do we need to look over? Have we got any here? I mean, is Roman Wilson a receiver? I hope that's not ignorant. I just don't know. Let's have a look. Bear with me. He is a receiver. All right, let's start with Roman Wilson then. We got highlights we put. I want to. See that this is the kind of content I like. All targets and catches during 2023. See, more people need that sort. Hopefully you can see it. Mute it just because, obvious reasons. But yeah, let's get into this then. So this is Roman Wilson, Michigan. Did they mark him up on camera? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Well, he's number 1 anyway. I don't think they are actually marking him up, are they? Which is quite annoying. Got a little scramble drill, touchdown. When's he start on that one? Is that him? Oh, this is hard take to watch, isn't it? It's hard take because I don't know where the player is. But he's number 1. So he's working from the slot here. We have to do his every play for 9 minutes. Yeah, loses his man, slips between the safety. Good adaptation. It's got to be said. I mean, on a scramble drill to pull that off is genuinely quite impressive. Right, so he's on the outside there. Let's go back to that one. So, bit of a shorter receiver is what we're seeing. We haven't really seen the speed or the agility yet, but that's what you typically associate with that position. So, he's working here. 2 receivers set on the left-hand side. They run like a switch combo. Little comeback, and again, makes a move, yeah. I'll tell you what, that's quite impressive. It's only a switch release, like little comeback, but just look at the spacing. The corner's obviously playing zone. He knows he's got help over the top. You know he's just kind of dropping, have that triangle there with the linebacker underneath to take away that pass to the tight end. And just watch there, just a subtle little jab step outside puts him in space and a nice pocket to make that reception. So he's quite intuitive, I think, off of the 2 plays we've seen already. Only 30 seconds in, of course. He's steaming up the sideline there. Oh, unlucky there. Was that a big drop? Was it a bad throw? I mean, the ball was a little bit low. He's been near enough grabbed. He does have the ball in his hand. Yeah, I'd be amazed that wasn't a flag, to be honest. It looks a bit like PI, but, who am I to judge? Another touchdown there. Can't really see him on that one, but again, he continues to find spots. It's only Eastern Carolina. I want to see if we can just quickly get a... Yeah, let's find an actual bit of game film where he's marked, because this will make my life a lot easier, and I don't really like, going through an entire game trying to do it. Well, that was an awful block. What was he doing there? Oh, I don't know what I'm expecting. He looks like prime Darren Sproles out there. But ironically, Sproles was a good pass protector. That wasn't even an effort, was it? I know he's trying to... It's not great. All right, so that's something to watch. Little bit of trouble getting off the line there, I thought. Watch this. We'll see what you... I mean, just to double check, you guys can see the screen, yeah? You can see the screen. Tom's in. Love Roman Wilson. Love that from Tom. Jay Fizz said, if I had the Eagles picks with all the players you've looked at so far, who are you getting? That's a great question. Let's quickly answer that really quick. If I go on my spreadsheet, I would say, I mean, round 1, I don't think I actually looked at any first round prospects yet. Without looking at any on stream, I would say, I have to share this now, don't I? At corner, it'd be Mitchell. He's the only one I've done. In the second round, it'd be probably Peyton Wilson or Edgerrin Cooper, either of those. If you miss them, Trevin Wallace. Like, that's got to be the line of succession. It's Wilson first because he's the most athletic. That's what they need at this position. Cooper, I would say, is the more complete option. Doesn't have the injury concerns. Higher floor, lower upside, in my opinion. If you get Wilson and he stays healthy, could be one of the best linebackers in the NFL. Trevin Wallace, I think, is the best of both worlds. Doesn't have the athleticism of Wilson. Doesn't have the injury concerns of Wilson. Doesn't quite have the well-roundedness of Cooper, I don't think. It's just one of those things where, yeah, I think he lacks a little bit, like, play strength-wise, and tackling isn't as aggressive. He's not like a hard-hitting linebacker in comparison to Cooper. So, any of those. Corner would have to be Quinion. I'm really not sold on Kool-Aid McKinstry at all. I'm hoping to get to a few of the other corners. Whether it's tonight or tomorrow, we shall see. Safety, I've not done. Receiver, it's hard. I'd probably choose Aniyah Smith. Ricky Pearsall didn't overly sell me that well. And that's that, I suppose. Cooper isn't a first rounder. I don't think so. I mean, there's a chance he rises. The problem that this linebacker group has got is that is the cream of the crop. So if you have a team that's needy for a linebacker picking at 32, 33, and they don't want to trade up or trade back, they're going to need to get their guy. They're going to have to get him, because as soon as that second round hits, realistically, Trotter, Wilson, Cooper, maybe not Coulson, maybe Wallace could all be second rounders. So if a run starts, for instance, if Wilson goes 34, if Wilson goes 33, if Trotter goes 32, all of those are viable. Like edge of the first, start of the second. If all of those players are off the board, it's going to start a run. And a guy like Cooper is going to be moving up. So I wouldn't be surprised if Cooper and Wilson go in the first, like the low end of the first, like 28 down. Trotter will be a third for me. Same with Coulson. I think the fly will be Trevin Wallace. I can see Wallace being like pick 48. Don't know what pick 48 is. You've heard it here first. All right, remember it. Pick 48, Trevin Wallace. What's up, little G? Nice to see you, my friend. I hope you are all well. Let's get back to some Roman Wilson. So, yeah, I want to see how he ends that route. This is the third time we watch his play now. So you can see him there. Look, gets jammed. By this point, progress-wise, look how far back he is compared to the outside. I mean, I know there's no separation there, but look at the difference. Both are in press coverage, and he just hasn't been able to shed that block. And by the time he has, does he make a catch out of it? No. So that's interesting. I'm not sure if we get a better view of it here. Yeah, we do. Really unable to separate there. I'm hoping that's a one-time thing because he looked much better in that Eastern Cal game or Eastern Carolina, whoever it is, however you pronounce it, whichever one. Pirates. Not a lot doing there. Right, so now I've got him outside, works inside. Good speed off. That's better. A little bit of speed off the line there. Just watch the launch. Very CFL-like speed, but just look how quick he's going. What's weird is he basically had a head start on the X receiver, and they're at the same level. That's interesting. Now, does he make a big catch? Nope, terrible throw, but he had the separation. Didn't see much there. Nice little spin move. I don't know what it really did. I think he's learned he can't win by strength. He's quite agile, spins. It's a very sleek-looking move. Whether that could be repeated at the NFL level, I'm not sure, but it was nice to see regardless. That was better. Much better off the line. I don't like that, though. I don't like that. First step is lateral. So just watch that first step. What? Why is he covering him? What? Lad, he's playing cornerback. Not overly keen on it, but I mean, it does get the corner to stop a bit and it allows him to work inside. But I don't think you're going to... If that happens at the NFL level, you're going to be jammed so hard into the ground. Interesting. It's only Rutgers as well. It's not like it's an elite defense. Outside here, one-on-one, no contact. He's got to work out that. It's not a... Never mind, wasn't a hot route. Oh, well. Good effort, I suppose. Right, no press at the line here. He should have some free movement. Not a passing route. That's annoying. Every time I want there to be one. Is he a willing block? There we go. He has got a bit of feistiness to him. I think it's just he's smaller. He can't really engage as well with blocks, but that was nice. Shame the ball didn't go to him. A little stutter step. Pushes outside. There isn't much... What's the word I'm looking for? I would say nuance, I guess. Like, it's very obvious where he's going in a different way to what we saw from Pearsall. Jesus Christ, he's been worked back to that ball. Horrific. Hey, hello, look at that. Take it back. That was nice. Watch that strength. Bang. Yeah, nice. All right, so he has got a bit of pop to him. Is it matched with speed? Oh, we haven't really seen much of it yet. Yards after the catch, maybe. It's better. Embraces contacts. Good. First catch this game. Look at this route. Over the middle. Nice use of the head. Tracks the ball nicely. Yeah, not a lot to dislike there. Pretty solid so far. So again, no coverage, like press-wise there. What's the blocking like? Very half-hearted, but understandably so. Yeah, nothing really going on with that one. Top of your screen. See, he does tend to struggle a little bit off press. But if he makes that catch, I'll take it back. He doesn't. The ball was horrifically underthrown, but when he is properly pressed, look, as soon as they're contact, he can't really work through. He's only got one arm. He's just not able to separate. Corner's in the hip pocket the whole right. Even there, corner's glued to him in the hip pocket the whole time. So that is something to watch. Can he get off press? Am I just going to be like historically low on every player in this draft? Is this just a me thing? Like all I can do is give like my honest feedback and stuff. And I'm no pro scout by any means, but there isn't. I wouldn't say Wilson. I don't know much about Wilson. I don't know where he's projected to go. Watching this and this game alone, I'd say 4th round. Now I might be wrong. Does anyone know where he's projected to go? If you let me know in the comments, where are we talking? Greg says Roman Wilson's like Edelman without the bricks in his back pocket. He knows how to keep moving his feet, catches ball away from his body. If we go 4 wideouts in there, he's a dump off option. Interesting. I mean, he seems to be like physical enough. I just worry that I don't think he's agile enough to create separation. Like he's definitely a good catcher of the football. I'll give him that. His hands look very soft, and when he does get going, he's fine. But I haven't seen enough of it in this tape, at least, to give me confidence. Like it's not like Anaya Smith, Shania Twain, that you look at it and it's just dead obvious, and you just know, oh right, yeah, these guys, he could be a baller at the next level. I'll obviously watch some more tape. There's only one game. We're nearing the end of the tape, but I'll try and find a couple more. Yeah, that was nice. That's better. That's much better. Much better release off the line. None of this lateral shit. Head fake. Big burst outside. Can he get past in front of the corner? The only issue is that he's so small, he just gets like covered up. So even if he's in front, the corners just can swat the ball away. But the fundamentals are there. He's just, the thing is, like with shiftier small slot receivers, I hate to even use a guy like Quez Watkins because he's very much the opposite. Quez is small, rapid, agile, quite a good route runner, can't catch. This guy looks like small, isn't as lethally quick, isn't as strong, isn't going to get you those massive, off one game of tape this isn't going to get you that massive play, but is going to be a secure catcher of the football. So I would rather that, but I would say 4th round at the minute. 4th to 5th. That 2nd round projection, really? Really? Maybe we need more tape. Height 6 foot 192. That he looks much smaller. I would have said like 5'8", 5'9". 2nd round projection feels awfully high. I don't know if that's just me. Now we did this before when looking at. Right, let's look at this. I don't like looking at highlights, but I think we need something so we can see some big plays and what he's capable of, because there just weren't any in that game. Like, if you're going 2nd round on a receiver off that one game, you ain't going 2nd round. So I need something to juice me up a little bit here for sure, because that just left a little bit too much to be desired for me, I think. But we'll see. So number 1 down the bottom, yeah, it's not. See, he looks a bit cleaner there, release-wise. Was he playing injured, maybe? Good catch. Absorbs contact well. Where's the cut or break? Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, that's solid. So he's now there. I don't know. There isn't. Oh, where's he two? I don't even know where he's two. There, I think. Yeah. Nice. That was nice. Okay. Let's watch that one again. So you've got a levels concept there. He breaks in front of the corner, finds space nicely. It was terrible coverage by the corner, but he catches the ball, turns up and scores. So can't really ask for too much more than that. Yeah, if you watch the angle the corner takes, so he's just going to come underneath there. Corners, he almost took a step behind And by that point, it was too late. So, yeah, it was a good play. I think it was probably more on the corner than it was the receiver. But at the same time, the receiver still made the play. So, a little bit of toughness there at the end of that. I didn't mind that, squaring up to a defender. That was quite cool. Go on, give me a deep shot. Okay, go on, turn. Go. There you go. There you go. That's a bit of speed. Okay. So there is some life in him. You've got him working across the middle there. Let's just watch that again. This is that touchdown catch again. So again. Okay, I just want to... So he's trying to get around that linebacker. He can't go over the top. Tries to cut back underneath. And he's really got to outpace him. Does very well to close him off. Another good catch. Turns upfield. Yeah, it's a good play. We'll try and find a few more. A lot of Michigan players aren't asked to do a lot, so their projections based on potential. Yeah, I think that that's what I was thinking. It doesn't seem like we've seen him do a lot. We'll watch this one against Purdue and then give a grade on him. But I've not seen... There you go. It's quite clean. He tracks the ball well. I'll give him that. He tracks the ball well. We just haven't really seen enough of him to be good speed there. Look, sorry, there's no way you can... Like, bro, he was open as soon as he left the line of scrimmage. What was going on that play? Look, watch. Ready? They motion him out the way, and it's just open season. Look at the state of it. Open season. Yeah, cut inside. See you later, mate. Gone. Yeah, great play. Again, it's good that he was over there on the crossing route, but it doesn't really add to his draft stock, if that makes sense. Good throw by McCarthy over the top of the linebacker. Yeah, I don't know. I can't see him being a second-round pick. Let's just watch this from that camera angle. He works well when there's no press. Like, whenever there's against press, he just cannot get that same separation. Even there, like, I don't think he's that athletic. Like, in comparison to someone like Pearsall. And I'm not a big Pearsall fan, but he offers a bit more agile upside, I think. He's a bit more fluid than Pearsall. Pearsall will just throw his head everywhere, but... Go. See, there isn't that burner gear, it looks like, you know? That was better off press. I'll give him that. Ready? Little stutter. Head fake. Turn it around. And turn around facing you. Don't turn into the player. Turn the other way. And now he's going to run. Hope that block catches the player. It does a little bit, which gets the separation. And even there, gets caught. So the whole design of that play is that these two routes are going to proper knock that linebacker out and buy some separation, which it does. There's your throwing window. And look at the space. Now, the ball's thrown a little bit behind him, so he has that to adjust. But there, you've got all this room, all that room to turn. And how sharp is the turn? He's thinking about it too much. He's looking at the linebacker instead of, like, if he'd have just gone for that sideline and turned up, probably be a score. But it just looked like he was so focused on where the player was that it probably cost a bigger play. It's not a bad play. It's a great concept. I don't know. That's an interesting one. I could be... Am I being too harsh there? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But he's not my top graded receiver. Put it that way. That's nice. Yeah, there you go. Oh, Jesus. Just about. There you go. It's the only thing, a little bit smaller, like making that sort of throw you can't get at. Like, that's the throw AJ Brown are making his sleep, or a catch even. Great speed to get past. Tracks the ball well. Tracks it very well, to be fair. It's a hard catch to bring down. Because he's catching it at a level that is into his chest. And we're not talking into a chest at 6'2". We're talking into your chest at someone that's like, I'm not Barney 6 foot. I think he's like 5'9", 5'8", to be honest. But that's into his chest. So the ball's already decelerating. It's not like it's like floated up and it's over his shoulder. To get to him, it has to go like near enough horizontally. And it's a harder catch to bring down. So that's sort of just a caveat with those smaller players. You have to like really drop it in the bucket or they're going to struggle a bit more. And we're sort of seeing that here. Finds a soft spot well, absorbs contact well. Like he's not a bad player. There's definitely upside there. I agree with that. He's a hands catcher, not a body. I love it. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with that for sure. Curtis Samuel, 5'11", 195. It's not a bad comparison. Yeah, that's a great comparison, to be fair, Greg. I like that from you. Howie Roman, what's up, Jid? How are you doing, my friend? Hope you're all good, my man. Let's grade this then. Let's grade Roman Wilson because I am not overly keen, but we'll see. Release. I don't know because he's not great at press. I'm going to go 6.5, and I hope I'm not being too harsh. The stem's about 6.5 because he can't generate separation through it. Agility is probably about 7.5. He does have a little bit of zip to him. Hands, 8.5. Maybe 9. I'll go 8.75. That's the first ever 0.75 grade. Long speed, 7. Adaptation, I think he's good at. He's done very well adapted. I tell you what, I did not expect him to grade that high. So that is fascinating to me. So in case you can't see it, I'll try and zoom it in a bit. Bear with me. I did not expect him to grade a fraction behind Pearsall and Smith. Wow. Okay. Now, very different types of grading, don't get me wrong. They all do different things. Like, for instance, Ricky Pearsall, bit more agile, bit better off the line, lacks that strength, isn't as good with his hand, or is good in the air, I should say, but like, interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah. There we go. So there's that. Right. Any other receivers we should look at? Who have we got on the spreadsheet still? So we've now done Purcell. We haven't done Mitchell. Oh, we've done Quinion Mitchell. We've done Anais Smith. Is Jermaine Burton a receiver? Let's find out. See, I don't know these players. It's my first time grading all of them. Jermaine Burton. Where are we to? Looks like a receiver to me. Yeah, he is. All right. Good. Give me more receivers. Who the hell is Austin P? Is that a corner or a school? It is a school. Fucking Alabama and their cupcake schedules. Who the hell are Austin Pay? Oh, yeah. Roll Tide, baby. Roll Tide. Fucking college football. Just get all the good teams, play on all the good teams. All the conference, play all the conference, and that's it. None of this dilly-dally cupcake bullshit. Waste of time. Absolute waste of time. Hate it. Biggest pet peeve. I'm sorry to the college football purists, but it's just not fun, is it? What's fun about it? Watching Alabama put 75 up against Austin Pay. And this guy's going to look like the next version of Marvin Harris because of it, you know? Don't get it. I really don't get it. Is he lined up here? I do feel like that Alabama produced very good receivers. It's got to be said. You look at the history of the last 5, 6, 7, maybe even 8 years. How many of the NFL's top wideouts have been from Bama? It's wild. Yeah, I'm not watching this. Sorry, I'm choosing a different team. I'm not watching him beat high schooler FC. Here we go. Georgia. Now we're talking. This is what we pay to see, right? Georgia, not Austin Pay. Where the fuck are Austin Pay? Austin Powers. Unbelievable. Right, let's have a look. See what we're working with here. Oh, we're going deep first play, are we? Not for him. That's a shame. Where are we to? I didn't even see where he was then. Guess him there. Yeah, nothing happening. Down the bottom. See, a little bit taller in stature. But that makes me... I don't know. I don't think he's going to be a traditional slot receiver, is he, if I'm honest? Oh, no, he is. A little bit of a bigger slot guy. And the Eagles do have a tendency to lean towards it. Oh, a little bit of shiftiness as well. I like that. Just it's only a little subtle steplet, but just watch. It was enough to just throw a little bit of separation. He's quite runs like a little bit of a T-Rex. Don't know how that impacts things, but we'll find out. Ball's overthrown. Let's watch that again. Where was he now? Where was it? Oh, okay. So he's working there. Does he get off separation? Yeah, look at that. Drives through contact. How much does he get? Is it enough? Not overly. Poorly thrown ball anyway. I think the quarterback probably purposely overthrew it. But he looks like someone that can work outside as well, which is at least encouraging. He's a big boy, isn't he? He's got massive legs. I should be an NFL scout, I'm telling you. That is tremendous information. Not a great deal of separation there, but you can't miss him on the field when you know who he is. Where's that big Goliath-looking fellow? Is that him? Don't know. No. There we go, up top. Block, go on, block. There you go. Oh, no. Why did he get hit then or not? No. Okay. Could have sustained it a bit longer. Maybe it would have been a bigger play, but yeah, he's got a very interesting running style. I'm going to guess he's like 6'2". He's got to be 6'2". As someone that's 6'3", he's got to be about 6'2". Come on, get upfield. Nah, okay. First quarter over with. Looking okay. We haven't seen anything too flashy for it. Oh, go on, get deep. Be you. Be you. Get that. Oh, PI. Great. Why did he screw out to box him afterwards, look? Right? He's like, you want some? You want some? I'll give it you. I'll watch that play again, though. See the launch he gets. So he drives upfield. I wish you could see the all-22 camera, but yeah, get separation. So he's got some zip to him. Working behind the backfield. Fakes motion. Nothing doing there. Now at the top of your screen. He's kind of used as like a blocker mostly, isn't he? Like I don't think I wouldn't be surprised. Look, I'm not familiar with him. Doesn't look like to be a volume receiver. Oh, that wasn't him anyway, luckily. Bottom of your screen, little bit of press. Go on, drive inside, get round. He has got some speed to him. And speed and that size is a rare combo. Now, I'm not talking like elite speed, but enough like agility, like your 3-cone speed, that initial launch in that first gear to drive separation, which is something I don't think Wilson had, or if he did, it's just limited because of his size. He's not like a small and he's probably the thing with Wilson. I think that's a great catch. The thing with Wilson, I think I just clocked is that like it's not if he is 6 foot, it's that awkward size where he's like too big to be really small and shifty like a Luke McCaffrey, and he's too small to be a guy like this. So he's in this weird middle ground, and it probably just limits him a bit. But that's a thunderous catch. Yeah, well done. I like that. Great play there from Burton. Got to be said. Yeah, winds inside. Yeah, I like that. That's good. Brendan Rice. No reason at all I suggest him. So he's 6. Right, he's 6 foot as well. So you're telling me that Jermaine... Right, let's just get these two guys on camera. Hang on. Bear with me here. So... Oh, that's a good play. Hang on. We need to... I'm not having that. I need a sizable comparison. That I refuse to believe. Oh, get him one of these at the top of the screen, will you? Right, you're telling me he is the same height as Roman Wilson, who we just watched. I'm going to get 2 images up from the same thing. Just trust me on this because I really don't. Oh, I got an advert again. Bear with me. Oh, damn, give me a good bloody... So I'm finding it. I promise it's worth it. I just... Highlights move too damn quick. Oh, just get me... Sorry, I'm really. Look. I'm not buying Roman Wilson 6 foot. If he's 6 foot, I'm not buying it. Right? 6 foot. 6 foot. 6 foot. Look at number 6. 6 foot. I'm not having it. Good speed, fighting and fight through contact, hands catcher, hops and willingness to die for it. Wilson's 5'11". Nah, mate, he's 5'9". He is nowhere near 5'11". Like 5'10" at a push. If Jermaine Burton is 6 foot, maybe it's just a very different frame, but look, I would be absolutely stunned. Anyway, I've gone back like 8 plays now, so that's good. This was a touchdown. Yeah, we're like 2 in front of that, weren't we? Cool. Right, we're back. Yeah, I don't mind Burton so far. Bit of a bigger target. Well, look, whether he's a girthier 6 foot or not, I don't know, but he plays bigger than 6 foot. Wilson plays smaller than it, is what I feel. Like, look at him lined up. He doesn't look like he's, I don't know. He looks 6'2", 6'3". So, I mean, someone's bullshitting somewhere. Either they're trying to sandbag his height or they're trying to boost up Wilson or both. I'm not sure. But it doesn't matter. But look, when you you would not catch Wilson, I don't think, making a grab like that. You just wouldn't. That's a brilliant catch. Hands catch away from the body. Really tracks it well. Absorbs contacts on the way down. Look at that. Sharp comeback. Got time. Move for it. Up in the air. Turn away. Shield the ball. Like, you're not going to get better than that. That's a great catch. It's a physical catch. A guy that is 6 foot plus should do. Well, get that as well. See, look, this is better. This is much better. Almost had it. I know it wasn't a catch, but to fight through that kind of contact is beyond impressive. Over the middle, they tried to get him his tuddy. Oh, does he get it? Did he drop it? Don't think he did, no. Let's have a look at it. There's the ball thrown. Has to stop to, yeah, ball was thrown behind him. He had to stop to adjust. Contact comes in. I think it just knocks it loose, yeah. It's unfortunate. See, even that was really nice. If we just watch that bit again. Up top here. Just that first step sells the outside. And then he's able to drive while the DB flips his hips. Textbook. Really good. Like Alabama, whether it's, Ruggs, Judy, Smitty, like, you can go so deep down the Alabama receiver rabbit hole for the last, 7-8 years, and they all turn out to be absolute stunners. Apart from Ruggs for obvious reasons, but you know what I mean? So yeah, while he might not have the highest upside of it, oh, hello, who's that? Get him in. He's used a bit more across the line of scrimmage. I think it'd be a good big slot guy. I don't think the Eagles are going to look at him, to be honest. Then again, they do like Bama guys, so maybe they will. Maybe they will. Down the bottom, he has a really good get off. He does have a really good get off. It does say Wilson whenever. Yeah, I mean, it could be. It could be Timor. That could well be the difference. But at the same time, it just feels like a lot. They're like totally different players. Like, this is a physical 6 foot receiver. And I don't think 10 pounds in build. Like, look at the size of his legs. He's built like Russell Westbrook, for fuck's sake. And Ronan Wilson's built like me. It's almost like I could take him and look! 6 foot. Man's 7'1". Yeah, so someone's lying somewhere, and I don't know which party's lying, but one of their two agents is pulling a blinder. Probably 17 years old as well. Unreal. All right, mate, have we got one more tape on Jermaine Burton? I'm not watching Austin P. Yeah, I'm just not doing it. We've seen Georgia. Oh, look, I don't know who this is, Xavier Leggett, but I'm going to instead grade Burton now and move to him because that's been suggested. All right? Fate has spoken. Fate has spoken. How many stone would that be? I don't know, actually. I guess I'm not even going to guess because I'd say like 20, but I don't know. Pounds into stone. Let's have a look. So what? 190. Yeah, 13. What did I say? 20. Brilliant. Well done, Liam. All right. So let's Legert's Scott's been AJ. Interesting. All right. So let's grade Burton. I know we normally do 2 games, but I want to get another one in before we end the stream. So Jermaine Burton. Release. If Pearsall's 8.5 and Naismith's 7.5, he's better than Roman Wilson. Probably a 7's the fairest comp, isn't it? Stem, much better. Very good at absorbing contact. Agility, 7. He's not as agile as the others. Hands, 8. Long speed, 7. Adaptation, 7.5. I think that's fair. What does that grade out at? Let's have a look. That puts him... No. Oh, I've missed one. I've missed one. I think. Yeah. 44. Bro, can we just get some separation at receiver? Can we please get one runaway candidate? Because this is pissing me off now. I mean, the good news is that if you miss one of these guys, you've got another 3 that are going to be equally as intriguing, should we say. But, yeah, that's it's getting a bit feisty there now, isn't it? So let's watch this Xavier Leggett fella. See if he's any good. Yeah. What size is he out of interest? 5'4"? Is that what the boys are saying? Is that what the streets are saying these days? I don't think it is. I think he's about 6'1", 6'2". Oof. If he'd have brought that in, would have been good. Is that him? Yeah, it is. Oh, hello. Right. Oh, whoa. Run it back a minute. Hang on. I was looking outside the field. Right. Down here. Look at that. Bullies his way. Is that not offensive pass interference? I mean, it might be. I don't think he made the catch either, to be honest. I think it was out of bounds, but we'll find out. Oh, it wasn't him that pushed off. It was the corner that pushed. And this is Georgia as well. He's ain't no slouches. Oh, no, he did. I don't know. That's sort of a 50-50. All right. All's fair in love and war. Turns away. Shows inside. God, big catch. Is he in bounds? I don't know. I guess he was. Wow. Well, I can see where the AJ comps come from. I don't think the Eagles are going to go for him because they don't need another AJ unless they plan on moving on from Smitty. And if they draft a guy like this, I think that's probably where we see that going, isn't it? But work out the slot. This is where I'm most intrigued. Maybe they would. Maybe they want a big physical slot receiver because they can't draft tight ends for shit anymore. Nice block. Right, see him block. He's upfield somewhere. Probably put his guy 6 feet under at that point. Here we go, off press, look. Nah, give me an actual route when he does that. Come on, don't tease me. Don't edge me like that. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Off he goes. It's quite long strides as a runner. We didn't really see much more out of that, but I'm not seeing it much at all here, are we? Here we go. In motion at the backfield. Screen. Hello. AJ will love that. Yeah, I'll really love that one. But he's his way upfield on the sideline there. Lovely. Yeah, I like that. Definitely a lot more physical. He's given that Everett. Look at... Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, I love when a tape makes me smile. Look at... Bang! Oh, look at that. Oh, I could watch that all day. I could watch that all bloody day. Look. Woohoo! I love it. Yeah. All right. He's got some juice. I like this. For a guy this... What size is he? Did we find out? Did someone put in the comments? 6'1", 220. Yeah. So, look, I would say that he's very similarly built to... what's his face? Burton. So, I'm not overly shocked. But I'm liking this tape. Go on, get up. Get up. Look at the separation there. Oh, missed opportunity by Rattler. Real shame. He had him on strings there. Oof. Yeah, that's a frustrated cornerback bringing him down there. At number 3, has been given some a lot to think about that game, hasn't he? There we go. Drive, drive, drive. Nope. Oh, blew by him on that. But bro, terrible throw. That wasn't even him. Never mind. Now he's up top. Not a passing route. I should have watched for the block, really, but we can assume he's... Oh, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Great catch. Tell you what, for a guy that size, he's a pretty damn good route runner, if you ask me. Adapted well there to the quarterback. That's what you want. Wasn't the best throw in the world. Rattler on the run. God, he annoys me. Ever since, what was that documentary that came out on Netflix? Was it QB1? Did my head in. Couldn't stand him. Oh, was it even, wasn't Last Chance U, was it? I can't remember what one it was now. But he came across as a real dickhead. Wasn't a fan of him at all. I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of that, though. That's tremendous. Look at that. Yeah, I think we can already see what sort of player he is off there. It's rare that you can watch one half of a player's game and you just know exactly what you're getting. I think that speaks volumes. What's his... See, look, if I'm grading players, that's like late first, early second. If I'm doing it, and I'm not, so we take that with a pinch of salt. I'm intrigued to see where he's said to go. There's no way this guy's looking at what, like round 3, round 4. There's no way. What are we saying in here? Is it weird to say he's like AJ with Smith? No, I agree. His route running for a guy his size is absolutely unreal. Then he gets dropped behind the line of scrimmage by a smaller corner. Typical Liam fashion, that. But missed his blocking assignment a bit there. That wasn't pretty. I mean, what's the knock on him? Projected early second. I'm good at this talent evaluation shit. Look at that. Get me back in there. Corner finally won a rep. Well done, fella. Yeah, I get early second vibes. Like, he's very, very good. Very good. Far more polished than some of the other players that we've looked at over the past couple of days. Yeah, I get that vibe. I think I would say, yeah, late first, early second. I bloody love it. Hire me, NFL teams. Give me a job. I'm better than your scouts because they're all knobheads. They're not. I'm sure they're lovely people. But I'll do it for free from home. You don't need to send me to games. I'll just do it for free. Do it here, mate. Just like send me a signed football or something. Go on, get upfield. Get upfield. Get upfield. Oh, not great, but I'm willing to let it slide. Just because he can do things like that. Look! Get up there! Oh, he's just nasty, isn't he? I definitely see the AJ comps. Definitely see the AJ comps. If a certain receiver's in legal trouble in KC, they might take him at 32. Yeah. Oh, it'd be typical, wouldn't it? Like, he's so good as well. Look, I'm not being funny, and I'm not just doing it because we've had our hour, but I don't think I need to see anything else. Like that, you know what you're getting. If we watch War Games, what we're going to see, he jumps high, catches well, nuanced route runner, big boy, physical, blocking leaves a little bit to be desired. Like, I don't think you need much more than that. So, yeah, I'm all in. Well, I don't even know what his name was. Let's clone AJ and put Smitty in the slot. I tell you what, you might be onto something there. Xavier Leggett, he's called. Xavier. I'm not sure it's Leggett. Release 7.5. He's quite quick. He's not rapid. Do you know what? Actually, no. I want to give him an 8 because it's not about speed. It's can you generate separation off press. And if you watch something like this, it's the first play of the game. Oh, it's not press. Let's find a press rep. and just see how he does it. Even here, he's got 2 corners at the line with him. Like, I don't think it matters, does it, really? Like, if you... Let's find a couple more reps, though. Before we do it, I just want to know. Zay... See, we've got all 22 there. North Carolina, okay. I just want to... There you are. Press... Yeah, like, he doesn't need the speed. You saw it in that one there. So he's down your bottom lip. Can't see it that well. Let me make it a bit bigger for you boys. Yeah, like, he doesn't need it. So the release for me isn't about speed. It's can you get open? And, well, he's done that there. Here. Yeah, he's good. I don't think we need to see anything else. I don't think we need to see anything else. I haven't forgot to swap tabs. No, I'm all right. No, we're good. We're all right. Right, anyway. Stem, 8.5. No one's touching him. Agility, 7.5. Let's be fair. He's pretty nippy. Hands, 8. Long speed, probably 7.5. Adaptation's probably an 8 because he can just fucking get anything, can't he? 46. There you go. That's a big boy grade, that. That is a big boy grade. I don't think we actually had one that high, have we? No, we haven't. I mean, the closest to that was Edgerrin Cooper, who is also... and Trevin Wallace. Like, both of those guys, obviously, like, around that second fringe first round mark. Wow. Very impressive. Xavier Baguette, everyone, is now your officially highest graded player on this stream. I'm going to leave it there, just purely because, yeah, I'm not feeling overly great tonight. I don't know why. I think I might have caught something, like, celebrating, but, like, I don't think it's COVID, but it's something where I just feel a little bit lethargic. Or maybe we just get an oldness, a long hangover, who's to say. But I will be streaming on Twitch as well, in about half an hour to an hour. For a couple of hours. If you want to watch that, feel free to come hang. Twitch.tv/RetroJenko. And tomorrow, I'm going to try doing... I might try a day stream. Like 3 p.m.-ish. And then so I can get 3 hours-ish in. And just run up till like 6 p.m. before flipping the birds and the rest of the boys come on for their shows. So if you'll be about for that, amazing. If not, I can always obviously... There'll be a VOD so you can watch it, you know, on demand whenever you guys please. At the same time, usually would. But yeah, I might do that tomorrow. I know longer streams are coming. It's been a long day today as well. But US time, Tommy. So it'll be like 8 p.m.-ish here. The clocks have gone forward, so my body clock is now somewhat normal again. I'm delighted. I'm absolutely delighted. So that should also mean longer streams. So yeah, I might try a longer one tomorrow. If not, I'll probably just do a longer one Wednesday anyway. And we'll go from there. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, boys. If you could leave a like on the stream, that would be tremendous. Like I said, I'll be on Twitch shortly, so I'll leave a link to that really quickly if you do want to come in. K1's even flirting now, look. K1's chuffed. What a man. Twitch.tv/RetroJenko. I'll put that there. There you go. So if you want to come hang out, just click on that. I'll be there in like half an hour to an hour-ish and do a couple hours of some retro games, play some Zelda, some Mario, the usual business. If not, enjoy flipping the birds tomorrow. Say hello to Philliam from me. And I will see you maybe tomorrow afternoon, if not Wednesday. Take care. Go birds. I'll see you soon.